An apology this morning from the Kentucky State Police after a controversial tweet that was sent out during the Super Bowl. Now, this is a screen grab showing their picture of soap on a rope. The tweet says, "Enjoy watching the Super Bowl." I don't think that's the picture, but if you drink and drive, your tight end may end up in jail, alluding to sexual assault behind bars. Kentucky Secretary of State quickly objected, saying this is not a joking matter. The tweet has since been removed. KSP now says it's sorry and that making light of sexual assault is never acceptable. A judge handed down Larry Nassar's third and final sentence today in a Michigan courtroom. Her decision followed days of emotional testimony by hundreds of women who have accused the former elite sports doctor of sexual abuse. Kenneth Craig has more from the courtroom.
The visions of your testimonies will forever be present in my thoughts.
Disgraced former sports doctor Larry Nasser read a brief statement to his victims at his final sentencing.
It's impossible to convey the depth and breadth of how sorry I am to each and every one involved.
Minutes later, Judge Janice Cunningham sent him away for another 40 to 125 years in prison.
The conduct of the defendant has robbed these girls and women of one of the most truly important human qualities: trust.
During two separate hearings, hundreds of women told their stories of abuse, accusing Nasser of sexually assaulting them under the camouflage of medical treatments.
This time, for 30 minutes, he inserted his finger into me and grunted while I lay there terrified.
Last week, the tension boiled over when a father whose 3 daughters were molested tried to attack the former doctor. This final sentencing centered on Nasser's time at the elite Twist Stars Gymnastics Club. Under the plea deal, he admitted to criminal sexual conduct with 3 victims.
The result will be spending the rest of your life in a small prison cell.
After delivering the punishment, the judge told the court while the criminal case may be over, the victim's physical and emotional suffering is not. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
It's the third deadly train crash in 3 months. This morning, Amtrak is blaming human error on the latest crash that killed 2 people and injured more than 100. The Amtrak passenger train was diverted onto a side track just before it slammed into a parked unmanned freight train in South Carolina. Amtrak's president says a CSX operator is responsible for that section of track and for changing the signals. And finally, the Eagles and their legions of fans are soaring high this morning. Philly's home team beat the defending champs in a close 141-33. Patriots QB Tom Brady fumbled late in the game and could just not pull off that last-minute victory this time. Eagles backup quarterback Nick Foles is the Super Bowl MVP. The fans touched off a rowdy celebration in Philadelphia, pulling down traffic lights, tipping over cars, and some even climbing telephone poles and the awning of the Ritz-Carlton.